What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Marvel Pictures. It has been a considerable amount of time, but Marvel has made a comeback with the latest series, Secret Invasion. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on Secret Invasion so far, particularly regarding the first episode. And additionally, I would love to know your speculation on who might be Skrull. And personally, I have few individuals in mind who I believe could be Skrulls. Feel free to share your opinions in the comments right away. And before we proceed, I want to clarify that this video contains a comprehensive breakdown of Secret Invasion Episode 1, which means there will be spoilers discussed. If you wish to avoid any spoilers, please be aware. Now let's dive right into the ending of the episode where we witness the supposed death of Maria Hill. Hill has been a prominent figure in the MCU for a long time, especially since her significant role in the first Avengers film. In the concluding moments of episode 1, we saw her encounter Gravik, who impersonated Nick Fury and ultimately shot her. However, the burning question remains, is she truly dead? Share your thoughts in the comment sections. Personally, I don't believe she is dead. There are numerous variables within the show and the MCU that would suggest she is still alive. One possibility is that the character we saw might be a Skrull, as we have previously seen a Skrull impersonate Hill in Spider-Man Far From Home. So could this be another instance of Skrull posing as Hill, or is her death truly a tragic event that happened at the ending of the episode 1? Now, playing the devil's advocate to my own theory, we did witness her apparent death without any transformation into a Skrull, as we saw in episode 1. However, it is possible that the scene cut away too quickly for us to witness her transformation. Additionally, in certain circumstances, special individuals have been revived in some or another way. Consider Agent Coulson from the first Avengers film, who was brought back to life in spite of Loki fatally injuring him. This also remains a possibility that starting the show with such a dramatic event, killing of a beloved character who has been a part of MCU for a significant period, is a powerful way to demonstrate the seriousness of the Skrulls and their leader Gravik. It sets the stakes high and creates an impactful impact. Will Hill return in a future episode? Only the time will tell. And throughout the episode, there are many informations that we must keep in mind as we move into the episode 2 and beyond. So let's break down the episode 1 scene by scene. The episode 1 begins in Moscow, initially leading us to believe that the character is Everest Ross, portrayed by Martin Freeman. However, we later discover that it is not him when he receives a call from Agent Prescott indicating he will be right there. Agent Prescott delivers a monologue and a narration addressing both Everest Ross and to the audience. And through this monologue, they establish a theme of mistrust, attempting to relate it to our own lives, thus making the show even more compelling. He starts by asking us to imagine a world where information cannot be trusted, a scenario which is not difficult to fathom given the abundance of apps, and with the prevalence of targeted advertising and the constant listening capabilities of our phones, it's no wonder that the trust in information is eroding. Agent Prescott, in his monologue, suggests that when society can no longer rely on information, the only solace lies in the people we care about. However, what if those closest to us, whom we trusted all our lives, are actually different person? Which is essentially the premise of the show. It revolves around shape-shifting aliens known as Skrulls, who are now engaged in a battle against Earth and its inhabitants. The humans fighting against Skrulls find themselves in a constant state of distress, never knowing who they can truly trust, as anyone could be Skrull in disguise. Agent Prescott has pieced together the Skrulls' rebellion's actions, displaying a sense of desperation and an almost maniac demeanor. He connects various events using yarn and post-it notes, linking highs and other incidents as part of Skrull's strategy to incite global conflict. By posing as individuals from one nation and attacking another, they manipulate the world into a state of war. Prescott asserts that this has been happening for 30 years, starting with the events that happened in Captain Marvel, where Captain Marvel and Nick Fury promised to find a new home for the Skrulls. However, Fury did not fill that promise, leaving the Skrulls without a home and leading them to set their sights on Earth. Prescott suggests that there could be thousands or even more than thousands of Skrulls out there, further fueling the uncertainty. Fake Ross, who is actually a Skrull, mentions that their only contact is Fury, but Prescott points out that Fury has been absent for 4 years, currently on the space station known as Saber. Prescott, hesitant to trust even Fake Ross, presents evidence of a Skrull's next attack plan. However, he begins to question Fake Ross's identity, contemplating whether he could be a Skrull himself. In spite of Fake Ross's assurance, Prescott realizes the truth and attempts to attack him, and tragically Fake Ross shoots and kills Prescott. The opening scene is intriguing as it plays with the concept of conspiracy being right about the alien infiltrations, in spite of being ridiculed in real life and in media. At this point, unaware that Ross is Skrull, we see him on a run calling for extraction. Hill intercepts him, believing that he's Everest Ross as he possesses Ross's phone and communication technology. However, after later, it also implies that Skrulls have infiltrated SWORD, raising questions about the extent of their infiltration elsewhere. In the following sequence, the Skrull masquerade as Ross and gives chase until he attempts a jump beyond his capability, resulting in a severe injury. The pursuer is revealed to be a Talos, and the crucial line is spoken. The dying Skrull is identified by Hill as one of the Talos kind, but Talos corrects her by saying that Skrull is actually part of Skrull's resistance. The faction has grown tired of waiting for a promised new world and a home, and they now intend to claim Earth as their own. A division exists among the Skrulls as they no longer trust Nick Fury and Captain Marvel for not fulfilling their pledge. Frustrated, and they are taking matters into their own hand. The scene transitions after the open credits with Nick Fury arriving on Earth from the Saber space station. Notably, this is a different version of Fury than we are familiar with. He touches the ground, unleashing the sensation of Uniner beneath him after a long absence. The weight of Earth's gravity causes him to clutch his knees, emphasizing the contrast with Saber's artificial gravity. Hill arrives to pick him up, and his limp further illustrates that Fury is distinct from the one we know. And it is the part 1 of the whole episode 1, and part 2 and part 3 will be coming soon after this video. And let me know what you guys think about the first episode, and if you are new then please do subscribe and also follow me on Instagram, and until then see you guys in next one.